Welcome to Impartial Points and our explainer on the Gang of Eight. In the United States, intelligence agencies operate in secrecy, handling some of the most sensitive national security matters. But secrecy requires oversight, especially in a democracy. That's where the Gang of Eight comes in. The Gang of Eight is a select group of congressional leaders entrusted with highly classified intelligence briefings that even most members of Congress never see. But who are they? What do they do? And why is this system crucial for maintaining a balance between national security and democratic accountability? In this in-depth explainer, we'll explore the history, purpose, and function of the Gang of Eight, as well as the potential consequences if this oversight mechanism didn't exist. The history of the Gang of Eight. The concept of congressional oversight of intelligence dates back to the mid-20th century. Before the 1970s, intelligence agencies, particularly the CIA and FBI, operated with little transparency, often engaging in covert operations with minimal oversight from Congress. The Church Committee and the need for oversight. In the 1970s, the Church Committee, led by Senator Frank Church, revealed significant abuses by U.S. intelligence agencies, including domestic spying, covert assassinations, and illegal wiretapping. These revelations led to the creation of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence and the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence in 1976 and 1977, respectively. These committees were designed to provide systematic oversight of intelligence operations, ensuring that intelligence agencies acted within the law. The birth of the Gang of Eight. The Gang of Eight system was formally established under the Intelligence Oversight Act of 1980 and later strengthened by the Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act of 2004. Purpose: it was created to ensure that the President and intelligence agencies could share highly sensitive information with key congressional leaders without fully disclosing it to all members of Congress. Context: intelligence operations often involve covert actions, military operations, and classified sources. Disclosing such information broadly could pose security risks. Compromise: the Gang of Eight serves as a middle ground, providing intelligence oversight while protecting national security. Who are the Gang of Eight? The Gang of Eight consists of 4 leaders from the Senate and 4 from the House. Speaker of the House. House Minority Leader. Senate Majority Leader. Senate Minority Leader. Chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Ranking Member of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Chair of the House Intelligence Committee. Ranking Member of the House Intelligence Committee. This bipartisan group ensures that both parties have representation in intelligence briefings, preventing unilateral decision-making on sensitive national security matters. This method makes sure that both major parties in the United States are represented at all times. The role of the Gang of Eight. Unlike other congressional committees, the Gang of Eight operates under strict secrecy. Their responsibilities include intelligence briefings. The President, through the Director of National Intelligence, provides classified intelligence briefings to the Gang of Eight. These briefings cover topics such as counterterrorism operations, foreign espionage threats, cybersecurity risks, and covert military actions. Example: before the bin Laden raid in 2011, the Gang of Eight was briefed on the operation in advance, ensuring congressional oversight without risking operational secrecy. Covert action notifications. Under U.S. law, the President must notify the Gang of Eight before initiating covert actions, such as CIA-led operations in foreign countries. Example: during the Cold War, intelligence briefings on Soviet espionage activities were shared with the Gang of Eight to prevent intelligence failures like those seen in the Bay of Pigs invasion. Limiting intelligence disclosures. Information shared with the Gang of Eight is often restricted from broader congressional disclosure, meaning that even other lawmakers are not privy to certain classified operations. This is done to protect sources and methods that, if leaked, could compromise national security. How the Gang of Eight provides oversight. Despite operating under secrecy, the Gang of Eight plays a crucial role in checking executive power and ensuring intelligence agencies do not act beyond their legal authority. Preventing abuses of power. Intelligence agencies have historically overstepped their bounds, from domestic surveillance to unauthorized covert actions. The Gang of Eight serves as a watchdog, ensuring that intelligence operations align with U.S. laws and constitutional principles. Example, the Iran-Contra scandal of the 1980s exposed the dangers of unchecked intelligence operations, highlighting why robust congressional oversight is essential. Balancing partisan interests. The bipartisan nature of the Gang of Eight ensures that intelligence oversight isn't solely controlled by one party. Both Democratic and Republican leaders have access to the same information, reducing the potential for politicized intelligence leaks or partisan manipulation. Advising on policy decisions. While the Gang of Eight doesn't vote on intelligence operations, their input can influence executive decisions on foreign policy and national security. Example, prior to military actions, such as the assassination of an Iranian general in 2020, the Gang of Eight was briefed to gauge potential consequences. What would happen without the Gang of Eight? If the Gang of Eight system didn't exist, several problems could arise. Reduced oversight and transparency. Without the Gang of Eight, the executive branch would have fewer checks on its intelligence decisions, leading to an increased risk of overreach. Covert actions could be initiated without any congressional input, potentially leading to reckless or legally questionable operations. Increased risk of intelligence leaks. If classified information were shared with the entire Congress instead of the Gang of Eight, the risk of leaks would grow significantly. Intelligence agencies rely on secrecy to protect sources, informants, and methods. A broader disclosure could put national security at risk. Partisan manipulation of intelligence. Intelligence briefings could be used for political gain rather than genuine security concerns. Example, if intelligence briefings were selectively shared with certain lawmakers, it could lead to biased interpretations of threats, influencing public perception and policy decisions. Weakening trust in U.S. intelligence operations. Without a structured oversight mechanism, both the American public and international allies could lose confidence in the legitimacy and accountability of U.S. intelligence activities. Example, if controversial actions, such as warrantless surveillance or drone strikes, were conducted without proper oversight, global backlash could harm diplomatic relations even more than they sometimes do. In summary, the Gang of Eight is more than just a group of congressional leaders. It is a safeguard against intelligence overreach, a check on executive power, and a crucial mechanism for national security oversight. By providing a structured bipartisan process for intelligence briefings, the Gang of Eight ensures that covert operations remain under democratic oversight without compromising classified information. Understanding the Gang of Eight helps us see the delicate balance between secrecy and accountability in U.S. governance. Without it, intelligence decisions could become less transparent, more prone to abuse, and increasingly politicized. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the Gang of Eight. We hope you found this discussion informative and insightful. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world of information at your fingertips. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with others. Join us next time on Impartial Points.